Welcome to Treasurefield Homestead, where we get a fresh egg delivered every single morning. Well, that's what used to happen a couple weeks ago, but things have changed around here recently. And those changes had a lot to do with this little chick right here. This is All Shall Fade, who is the offspring of my cinnamon queen hen, Liberty, and my Swedish black hen rooster, Shadow. And I had been incubating 2 eggs, but little All Shall Fade was the only one to actually hatch, so I needed to find him or her some friends. And thankfully, after looking on Facebook for a little bit, I found a lady who had some day-old Buff Orpington chicks that had been born right about the same time. And so the timing was perfect. So this is little Samwise, who's the slightly bigger one of the two. Like I said, they're Buff Orpingtons. I think I mentioned that. And then this little guy is Bilbo. And Bilbo was having some issues with pasty butt, which is where poop gets stuck to their vent, which is where they go to the bathroom out of. And it can be pretty deadly because it dries there and it makes it so they cannot physically go to the bathroom. So right when I'm dealing with these pasty butt issues, I notice that instead of a fresh egg outside my door one morning, there's a broody hen. And she's going broody over nothing because I was collecting her eggs every single morning as soon as I saw them. So her instincts told her, this is where you usually lay eggs. So this is where you're going to raise your babies. And you totally have babies. And you need to sit on them and starve yourself until they hatch so you can be a good mom. And so that's why it's dangerous because, yeah, she only gets up to eat and drink once a day. So if she's going to do that over non-existent eggs, they're never going to hatch because they don't exist. And she might make herself sick doing that for way longer than she should. So it seemed like a win-win. I would give her my 3 baby chicks. She would get a chance to be a mother. And then because pasty butt is often temperature related, she's going to be able to regulate the temperature of her babies much better than I'm going to do with a little heat lamp. The chicks are going to go under her when they're cold. They're going to come out when they're warm. It's just the overall best for everyone's situation, and the timing couldn't have been better. So. Good, Samwise. Wow, what a big chicken. Wow. And then down there is Bilbo hiding in Mom's feathers. And then in the front somewhere was Fade, but I don't actually know where she's gone. She's somewhere under her mom again. So I have a total of 39 chickens, including the 3 new baby chicks. And so I think it's worth it to invest in a new coop for them. It was on sale, and I looked a few days later, and that coop was completely sold out. So I'm really glad I got it at the time I did. And in the future, it can be used for maybe another broody mom or as a quarantine coop. I'm not sure, but won't go to waste. Look at this. Shadow's coming to visit his baby. I'm not letting you in there, Shadow. I'm sorry. You can say hi from the other side. Yep, that little black one is his. Goodbye. He took off real quick. I said that was his baby and he took off. And so Rosemary isn't the mother of any, like the biological mother of any of these chicks, but I do wonder what breed she is. Now, she does have like some black and gray features on her skin, but she's not like an Aom Siami or Swedish black hen. I have those. But I got her as an egg from a different farm that does not have any of those birds. And that friend, I ended up getting 3 adult chickens out of the eggs that she gave me. Rosemary was one, and she had 2 brothers, Charcuterie and Blessing. And those 2 were roosters, so they should be bigger, but they were a lot bigger than she was, even as chicks. And then I had also given that friend that I got the eggs from a rooster who I thought was a hen until he started flying to the top of the chicken run, which is like 6 or 8 feet, something around there. And he would get up to the top of the chicken run and he would start crowing. And I've never had a chicken that was able to fly that high other than him, whose name was Tic Tac, except for Rosemary. So Rosemary is very small and she can fly just as high as Tic Tac could. And Tic Tac was also very small. He was like some kind of bantam, like an English bantam mix.
I know. He's not very fair, is he?
And so I wonder if he could be the father, because he had been at my friend's farm for a couple weeks before I got these eggs. And unfortunately, because he could fly so high, he actually flew out of her chicken run and was attacked by one of her dogs and ended up dying. So maybe it's wishful thinking because Tic Tac died, but I really do think that she might be his daughter. Anyways, let's see what the coop looks like, shall we? Got this cute little coop. They got this area for grazing under there. They got this nice covered area. It's got their water, which is a little dirty, which is to be expected. They got a little ramp that leads up. And there's all sorts of doors to help you access it. But up top, they have more food and water. These are 2 nesting boxes, but obviously there's no nesting going on right now. And there's an access port for the nesting box. This slides out for cleaning, but I'm not gonna slide it out because I think that they'll get covered with pine shavings. But they seem really happy in this little area. The only thing I don't like is that there's this little gap down here, which I think is my fault for when I put it together. I could do without that gap. I don't want any of the babies going under there or anything coming through. But the mom is pretty protective, so. And she's teaching them how to hunt. She's such a good mom. I'm so happy. I'm really happy she accepted all of them because my original plan was to let her keep Samwise and raise the other 2 myself. And I'm really glad that they get to be raised all together and that I don't have to do all the work. The one laying down, Samwise, that's the first one I gave Rosemary, and she didn't like the other 2. She was like alone with Samwise for like 5 minutes and decided, this is my baby. And then when I brought the other 2 out to her, she did not like them at all. She was attacking them. She was not accepting them. And then I was ready to give up. I was like, all right, you don't want the babies. It's fine. But people told me to try again when she was asleep. So I did. I gave her the other 2 chicks while she was asleep, and she accepted them, even though they were bigger and older than Samwise. The black one's name is All Shall Fade. That's from the same song that most of them get their names from. So I'm just going to interrupt myself from the past here because she got all crazy and started to sing the song. The song I'm talking about is the song that Pippin sings at the end of the Return of the King movie from the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Okay, that's the song. All my fibromelanistic birds are named off of lyrics in that song, and so All Shall Fade is the last lyric of the song. It's home is behind, the world ahead. There are many paths to tread, through shadow till the edge of night, until the stars are all light. Mist and shadow, cloud and shade, all shall fade, all shall fade. Okay, that's what happened. There's no need to sing the song. Well, I also have an Siami rooster named Jet, and his name's obviously not on the song, but that's beside the point. Let's get back to the video. See, they've come up top to get some food. They keep getting pine shavings and everything, but that's pretty typical. I wish I hadn't put so many shavings in here. So I guess I'll end the video here. I just wanted to show off these 3 cute little baby chicks and Rosemary because I really love my birds and they all have backstories. And this is the backstory of these 3 little baby chicks. Bye.